Hey, Roger Fields here talking about Crazy Island VBS. Going to explain the timeline to this 5-day VBS program. Well, the plane goes down. Not sure how the plane went down, but it's down in the Pacific Ocean. Didn't crash. It just kind of had to land in the ocean. Not a fireball or anything, but it goes down pretty close to this island. Everybody swims to the island, so that's where you start. Everybody's on Crazy Island, day one of VBS. Now, your four main characters are your pilot, the plane, the airplane pilot, who's really your VBS director in most cases. Then you also have Calamity Calvin. Now, Calvin, just nothing quite works for Calvin. Makes a lot of mistakes. Very lovable, nice guy, but just bungles things. And then we have Hurricane Hannah. Hurricane Hannah's a bit of a drama queen, very excited, takes up a lot of the air in the room. That's Hurricane. And then we have Joe Mac. Now, Joe Mac can be male or female. It can be short for Joseph Mac or Josephine Mac, however you want to do that. So Joe Mac's very cool. Joe Mac kind of, is kind of a sports person. We say Joe Mac is a professional skateboarder. We don't see him skateboard, but that's just kind of how cool he is. So anyway, those are your four main characters. Well, we don't know why the plane went down. We just know the navigational system went haywire. We had to land in the ocean. Everybody got to this island. And so in day two, Calvin makes a comment that, well, if he'd had a little bit longer before that plane went down, he could have made the TVs bring in the Disney Channel. And if he just, and they said, well, how are you doing that, Calvin? Well, you had to change some wires and all. They said, wires? What are you doing? And come to find out, Calvin was in the navigational system of the plane, mixing wires up, changing wires, trying to bring in the Disney Channel. He didn't realize he was messing up the navigational system of the plane. Plane got messed up. Plane went down. So now everybody's a little upset with Calvin. Hurricane Hannah is not excited that Calvin brought the plane down. So then some other things happen. So we're stuck on this island. Not sure how we're going to get off. And we make a couple of discoveries. We find out, first of all, we have a mystery castaway who's already on this island who just kind of blows in every now and then. He flies through maybe a main session. We call him a big beach gathering. Or maybe he sticks his head in one of the tribal meetings. And all of a sudden, we just know he's there. He's real hairy. He's got a big beard and hair. And he's got, kind of cut off shorts or pants on with sandals. And he just goes flying through things. And so anyway, we find out later on, his name is Mr. Edwards. He's a retired manager of Chuck E. Cheese. And the reason he's on this island is because he went crazy. He went crazy trying to earn his salvation. He was always trying to just do stuff to please God. He did not understand that Jesus paid the full price for his salvation on the cross. He didn't know that until Joe Mac later on explains that to him. And then you've got probably the world's only full-motion gorilla. Mogo is what Hannah names him later. So Mogo will just blow in, run up on stage. He's a gorilla with sunglasses. And you either give him some banana pudding or you got to do his dance motions, follow along his dance motions for about 2 to 3 minutes before he'll leave. So the music starts, Mogo flies in, goes on stage, and we got to do his dance motions. And that gives us a little bit of a chance to burn off some energy. Then Mogo takes off. Well, then day 4, we're staying around trying to figure out how to get off this island. We got the pilot, there's Joe Mac, Calamity Calvin, Hurricane Hannah. And all of a sudden, strangest thing happens. Cell phone rings. And they all look. And Calvin pulls a baggie out of his pocket with a cell phone in it. Answers the cell phone, says, hey, this is Calvin. And then hangs it up, puts it back in the baggie, puts it back in his pocket. Everybody looks at Calvin like, Calvin, what was that? He said, oh, that's a sales call. Don't you hate that? You're having a conversation, a sales call comes through on your cell phone. They said, Calvin, you have a cell phone? It's operational? He says, well, yeah. He goes, you never know when you're going to need a cell phone for an emergency. They said, well, Calvin, wouldn't you consider this an emergency, being stranded on an island? So Joe Mac says, Calvin, let me see that phone. So Calvin hands his phone to Joe Mac. Joe Mac dials the number, says, Coast Guard, this is Joe Mac. Yeah, we're over here at Crazy Island. Would you just come over and get us? Thanks. Boom. It's over. The next day, that's day 4. So the next day, they're coming. Joe Mac says, they'll be over here tomorrow. So the rescue's coming. Boom, just like that, rescue's coming. Well then, everything's fine, except that Hurricane Hannah goes missing. Not sure what happened to Hurricane. Gone. Well, Calvin didn't really care. He's ready to leave the island anyway. Just leave her behind. She can find her own way off the island. Joe Mac explains, no, that's not the way we treat people. We don't do that. We got to find Hurricane Hannah. So the last day, before the rescue, is complete. Hurricane Hannah shows up with Mogo, the gorilla. She'd gone out there, found Mogo, befriended Mogo, and so we all got to kind of meet Mogo a little bit. And so anyway, and that's the big rescue. And even Calvin and Hurricane kind of mend things, and they apologize to each other. So all is good for the big rescue of Crazy Island.